Thank you. I'm going to read my comments here. I would like to begin by sharing with you that this is the last meeting I will attend in person. My father is very ill. My wife and I had planned to leave for North Carolina, where my parents live, the Tuesday after the next board meeting, but have decided to go earlier to be able to spend more time with him or be there to support my mother if needed. I do intend to phone in for the last two meetings. I would also like to correct some information shared by Mr. Hughes at the budget meeting on Thursday, November 4th. At the meeting, he stated the following: with the golf course and the problems we have there, and Michelle, I think you know this, in 2020, Mr. Galtere was assigned as the overseer of the clubhouse. He should have known what was going on there on October 9th or whenever it was, and you guys, Pio and Mr. Staples, this guy was in charge of that facility, okay? He didn't do his job. That's an exact quote. As usual, Mr. Hughes has provided incorrect information to the community. I will share information taken directly from the January 27th, 2020 Board of Supervisors minutes on page 6 under a section titled Discussion on Development of New Committees. This is from the minutes. Mr. Galtere volunteered for the Community Communications Committee. Would like to work with the staff and invite public to participate. Ms. Kircher also volunteered to help. Mr. Galtere stated that he would work with Michelle to determine staff participation. That's a quote. The next line, Mr. Speece stated that a Reading Country Clubhouse committee is another idea. Mr. Casada suggested two committees, one for food and beverage and a separate committee for golf. The next line, Mr. Galtere would prefer not to lead it, but will participate. The next line, Ms. Kircher will lead the food and beverage / clubhouse committee. As you can see, Mr. Hughes is incorrect. Even though I have provided this new information, I doubt he will call for Ms. Kircher's resignation. Reality is he shouldn't. He clearly doesn't understand what the role of a supervisor is. Daily oversight of anything is not the responsibility of a supervisor. I hope he learns this quickly. With respect to the request made by Mr. Hughes last Thursday that I resign as supervisor, the answer is no. When I ran for supervisor 2 years ago, I made a commitment for 2 years, and I intend to honor that commitment. There are some important items in the budget that I want to make sure pass, such as making sure our fire department is properly funded, the addition of 2 new police officers, and additional financial support for the library. Former Supervisor John Cusadis, whose legacy includes costs in the township close to $5 million in legal fees, settlements, and lost revenue due to the Viva eviction, feels the need to quote me all the time. I have said many times, do what is best or right, not what is easiest. That is what I have done in this situation. Does anyone really think it would have been easier for me to remain in this position than resign? I have not resigned because we as a society cannot allow social media, fueled by misinformation, to dictate how we run our government. My resignation would allow that to happen. I am proud to have taken a stand against that and have no regrets. Instead, I think it would be much better for the township that Ms. Kircher resign. So I am formally requesting that she resign as township supervisor effective immediately. Here are some reasons for my request. The RCC incident has not cost the taxpayers a cent. Reality is, it has made the township money. From the very beginning, I told our solicitor that we should be in contact with the Pennsylvania State Ethics Commission. The Ethics Act is the statute that governs the actions of public employees and public officials. Under this act, the Ethics Commission has the ability to charge individuals criminally. Our solicitor forwarded the entire investigative file regarding the RCC incident, which included all statements made by the employees, supervisors, and the invoices to the commission. No cover-up has occurred, like alleged on social media. Our solicitor has contacted the commission and has shared with me that there have been no ethics violations on behalf of any of the supervisors. Can Ms. Kirschner say she has been open with giving information to the Ethics Commission during her previous term as an Exeter Township Supervisor? Is my understanding that during her previous term, she was very familiar with the commission and ethics violations. The Exeter Township Police Association recently filed a grievance against the Board of Supervisors. If the police are successful, Ms. Kirschner's actions in that matter, which were never authorized or reviewed by this board or the township manager, could cost the township hundreds of thousands of dollars. Ms. Kirschner has missed executive sessions in spite of emails, text messages, and phone calls being made. She may not even be aware of this grievance issue because Ms. Kirschner did not show up for the executive session when we discussed it. Number 4, Ms. Kirschner's consistent lack of preparation for meetings. How many times has she voted no because she needed more information? Too many to count. However, does she ever come prepared with any questions so she can get that information? The answer is she doesn't. She just votes no instead. Number 5, Ms. Kirschner's inability to review documents in a digital shared folder. The staff has to waste time copying every document for her because of her lack of skills. She constantly says she is looking out for the taxpayers, yet she doesn't realize that her lack of technology skills costs the township money. Paper, ink, and especially time are all wasted because of her. She has even tried to improve in this area. She hasn't even tried to improve in this area. What is extremely frustrating is that even though the staff goes to all this effort, it seems that she doesn't even read it. Remember, time is money. Number 6, Ms. Kirschner has complained about the restaurant deal and voted against it. She forgets that she was in charge of the restaurant committee and did absolutely nothing. Number 7, Ms. Kirschner's failure to complete the township manager's 6-month evaluation, even though I'd asked her for it several times. This is something that was promised to the township manager. She is the only supervisor who did not complete their portion. Number 8, as stated at our last meeting, the township will be fully reimbursed for all costs and expenses involved in the RCC event, which also includes a profit to the township. On the other hand, if the police are successful with the grievance, the township will never get that money back due to her unauthorized action. Mr. Hughes is not aware of the police grievance issue. When he is briefed in January, he should demand Ms. Kirschner's resignation. It will be interesting to see if he does, since she supported him in the recent election. He has told people that he got her elected and has her in his pocket. Only time will tell if he is watching out for the residents of the community or just himself, Ms. Kirschner, and their supporters. In summary, Ms. Kirschner should resign immediately. She has been an ineffective board member for the past 2 years and now has taken action which was never authorized or reviewed by this board or the township manager, which could cost the township hundreds of thousands of dollars. If she does not, Mr. Hughes should be calling for Ms. Kirshner's resignation once all the facts are available to the public. Thank you.